this is Stampy, and welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video, and another video inside of Stampy's lovely world. Good morning, William Beaver. Good morning, Fizzy Elephant. And oh, he's got an ender pearl. What's he gonna do? Right, impress me. You gotta do something to impress me, Fizzy. Land somewhere incredible. Blow my mind with your accuracy with the ender pearl. Oh, he's thrown it. Is he gonna land on top of Harriet's house? I think he might do. Is he gonna land up there? Oh, that was pretty impressive. I gotta admit, I was expecting it to be a fail, but that was actually pretty impressive. You carry on, Fizzy, you carry on. Right then, let me carry on going to head to have my breakfast. Nom 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 nom, nom 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 nom. Very tasty. Barnaby, you can stand up and you can join me, and I'm going to begin things off today by going and heading to my love garden. I don't need to tell you that. I always start things off by going and heading to my love garden, but I'm always adding someone different, and the person that I'm adding to my love garden today is Anita. And the reason I'm adding Anita is because she drew this really cool anime-style version of me, and you can see it's like real-life me, but then I have ears as well, and then I also got a Stampy cat. I think there's a jumper on it as well. So thank you so much for drawing that for me, Anita, and welcome to my love garden. And you know what? I'm going to do another try. Yeah, I'm going to try and do that again. I'm going to try because I said I was going to try and do this. Then I said I was going to forget, but then I haven't forgot because look, I'm going to do it. Oh, a little bit too high. Basically, I want to try and jump and land on the love garden. And I tried it before and it was an epic fail. And now I can't even get to the bit where I need to start jumping on there. To be fair, every time I'm adding someone to my love garden, my helpers are always jumping around and doing this stuff. So they've had more practice than me. They've had more practice. That's the difference. So it looks like you flat down this trapdoor and then jump and nailed it. I can do it too now. I can do it too. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I could actually do it. Right then, let's go to the doghouse. I can go and drop off Barnaby there, and I'm going to go and choose another dog to join us for the episode. And then we're going to be starting to build a brand new restaurant today, which I don't yet have a name for. I'll come up with that before the next episode. But basically, it's going to be a restaurant where you cook chicken, and I literally mean you cook chicken because the chef isn't going to cook the chicken. You basically have to cook the chicken yourself. And Benton, you can join us today. So basically, you don't really see them around anymore, but there was a time quite a while ago, possibly before some of you watching this video were born, where there was kind of a bit of a craze. Well, not really a craze, but there was a bunch of restaurants where you would have to cook the food yourself. Like literally, there'd be basically like a barbecue in the middle of the table. And they'd bring around the food for you, and then you'd have to cook it yourself, and then you'd eat it. And they're not really around much anymore, basically because they were pretty rubbish. Because when you go to a restaurant, the whole point is you want someone else to cook it for you. If you're going to cook it yourself, you might as well stay at home. So, yeah, but I've been inspired by those styles of restaurant, and I've decided to come up with a better version of it today, where you kind of do need to cook it yourself, but it also kind of does it itself. Basically, you're going to go and throw your food into a furnace, and then it'll get cooked, and then it'll get grabbed by a hopper and put inside of a chest, and then you can go and eat it, and there's just going to be one of these in the middle of all of the different tables. And we're coming up with a pretty cool design for the outside of the building, which is what we are going to be doing today. And we're going to be building out of a material I have never ever built out of in my lovely world, and that is endstone bricks. Is that what it's called? It's called endstone bricks. Well, this is just endstone, and I have built out of endstone a tiny little weeny bit before, only because I did it in my my farm factory, just to grow the chorus fruit. But I haven't built out of the endstone bricks, and this is going to be my first ever time building them. If you're wondering where I got the endstone from, it was a present from Santa Claus that I got on Christmas, and yeah, I've been looking forward to be building out of these blocks for a very long time because they look pretty nice. Like, it's a shame that you can't build like half slabs, or sorry, baby blocks as I call them, or stairs or anything out of the endstone bricks, because that would be really cool, like kind of the same as like wooden stuff or like normal stone bricks. That would make them even better. But as they are now, they're a pretty cool, interesting block, and we're going to be building out of a combination of them and nether bricks as well, which is quite good because nether bricks is something that I have built out of, but not very much. Like, I'm trying to think around my town what else I've built out of nether bricks. There's got to be something. I must have used them for something around here. Maybe not. Maybe this is the first time I've built something in my town with nether bricks as well. We'll see though. Oh, there's these kind of like kind of horrible reddy ones, but this is going to look a little bit different to that. But anyway, let's just go and mark the area. So the entire restaurant is going to be 17 by 17, and it should line up perfectly with this. We don't need to count that way, but let's just kind of count along this way. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So this is just going to kind of like mark the the areas where we need to start building, because it is a little bit of a weird shape. So let me just go and mark out the bottom layer of the shape by placing down this end stone brick, and then we can go and kind of start building up from there and show you how the roof's going to be, which is going to be an even weirder shape. So first I need to build along here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I believe. And then I need to go 6 in this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then that should bring us 2 blocks away. There we go. This looks like I'm building it right. And then we just go 3 across and then go 6 across here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 3 across again. And this should line up with the back. So far, so good. And then we do the same again. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this line here should line up perfectly like that. There we go. So this is the bottom layer of the shape. And the way I came up with this shape is originally, for the way the restaurant is, it fits in perfectly to this shape. And originally it was going to go like across like this and then go like diagonally like this and basically kind of make a square like that. So imagine like, ignore this, but imagine that was like a square. And then I kind of just added this little bit on the side here, basically because I realized there was no good place to have a door, because in these sections here, there's going to be people sitting here and you don't really want people walking over you while you're trying to eat your chicken. And on these diagonal ones, it's really hard to kind of fit a door in them. So yeah, I decided to come up with this shape. And so yeah, the next layer we're going to do now is going to be all out of the nether brick. So we can go 1 circle all the way around and basically build it up 1 more like this. And then on top of this, we can go and do the same thing, but with the end stone brick as well. And then that's where like the normal way of doing the walls kind of ends, because from there on out, it kind of starts getting a little bit crazier. And so we'll get to that. So basically it's going to all slope up, because the tables are going to be pretty big. So the tables are going to be big, but then there's also going to be the hopper and the furnace and the chest and everything on top of them. So we need pretty high ceilings where everyone's sitting, because that's where you enter it. Ceiling doesn't need to be too high there, but for where everyone is like eating and stuff, we need pretty high ceilings just to be able to fit everything into it. So let's go and start sloping them up. So I'm going to go and make a bunch of these nether brick stairs, and then I need to make some baby blocks as well. There we go. I'm saying it the way I want to say it. And then right, let's go and start trying to slope this up to get as high as we can. And then basically there's going to be a doorway, which is going to be here, and then a few windows along the side here. But we're actually going to be using not glass to make the windows. We're going to be using trapdoors, because trapdoors make really good windows, but I hardly ever like think to use them. So I'm going to be using that here. Seeing as nether brick, you can make block babies and stairs and everything out of them. I think it would be good to make the most of that. Anyway, let's go across here by 3, and then across there by 3 as well. And then we can go and start sloping up. So basically, we're just going to do a simple staircase going up higher. I think for now, I'm just going to go and fill it all in with nether brick, like kind of as I go. And this needs to end up being 7 blocks high. And so I don't know how high that is. Let's just go down and count. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I think I did it right. Oh, look at that. I did it right first time, completely accidentally. So do you want to start building this up like on the opposite side, guys? So if I start building up this side, and then Fizzy and William, if you go and start building up on the other side, and then we can go and just kind of fill in the entire building, which needs to end up being this height. So I guess what I can do is just go around like the walls underneath. And then I guess we're building it in a really weird way, because we're building all of like the ceiling up here, but we still haven't like built like the rest of the walls up to this height. So it's looking a little bit weird right now. There isn't going to be an enormous gap in the side of the restaurant. Don't worry about that. But yeah, I don't know why. I decided to build it this way, because this just seemed to be the easiest way to go. And this isn't where the weird ceiling ends either. So there's basically like, for the way that the tables and chairs are going to be filled in, which is in a pretty weird way as well. Just in general, this is just a weird restaurant in every way it could be. But there was like a few little gaps kind of in the area. And I was like, oh, I could do like a column or something going up there. And so those columns from down in the middle of the restaurant are going to end up going right through the ceiling. And then they're all going to be kind of linked up as well, just to make a little bit of a weird design, which has literally no purpose whatsoever other than just to look pretty cool, basically. Right then, so William, do you want to go and start filling in the ceiling at the back at that height? And oh, does this go 3 back? Oh, I think, oh yeah, no, this is perfect, because it goes 3 back and then there's the stairs. So it kind of looks like it goes kind of a little bit further back than it should, but I think, oh no, oh wait a minute, I think I've done this wrong. I think it is supposed to go 2 back and then the stairs start. So I think we might need to bring the stairs one block forward just to make it line up properly, because it needs to be quite perfect. But let's go and just fill in these half slabs here, and then we can go and chat. But this is okay, because all of like the rest of the stuff on the roof that I did at the top, that's all going to be kind of the way it's supposed to be either. But yeah, basically I have a little picture of a mock-up we did in my sketchbook world, and I got confused because the stairs kind of looks like it is a half slab or a block baby, and so that was the thing that was confusing me, because as I try to do for most of my builds now, I did do a behind the scenes of me designing it. So if you kind of wanted to see from the first idea that I had to kind of what has ended up being this final ideas and all of the different materials that this build could have possibly ended up being until I ended up deciding to use these blocks. Yeah, basically, once I've finished building this in my lovely world, I'll leave a link in the description to my behind the scenes video so you can kind of see all of that. So yeah, this is how the stairs are supposed to be. And then basically, we're going to link it all up by kind of doing stairs going along here. So this is going to go not like that. Actually, I think I need to break away these half slabs here as well. But this is basically going to loop around. And oh no, I'm building out of stairs. I'm so bad at building out of stairs. There we go. I was just basically in the wrong place. So yeah, this is going to loop around here like this and hopefully link up perfectly with the one which should be at this level here. And then this is going to go and link up like this. And we're just going to keep kind of doing it as a corner to the middle there and keep going back. But does this look right? This is looking pretty good. I think this is looking pretty good as it is right now. And so while we're doing this, Fizzy, do you want to go and start filling in the end stone walls? So basically from the end stone there up until the roof, all of those walls are just going to be end stones. It's basically going to be mainly end stone with like kind of the nether brick stripes going through it. I don't think it's a nice combination of colors. I've already mentioned that. So the end stone and like that together, I just think look quite good, because I knew I wanted to use the nether brick, but the nether brick is just like so like dark and purpley. Like if you build just a giant building out of nether brick, it can kind of end up looking like I don't know, almost like a little bit evil, I guess. I don't know if that's just because Hit the Target always builds out of this material, or just because you find it in the nether, but it's just like, I don't know, it's almost a bit of a spooky, like, kind of horrible color. But if you combine it with, like, a color that just looks really good with it, then it can just end up looking really nice. And oh, I've just thought, didn't I build my skyscraper using nether brick? That might be the building I'm thinking of in my town. I could remember that I used it for something recently. I just couldn't remember what I used it for recently, but I think that was it. I think I ended up using it for that, and that was the thing that I was forgetting. So right, let me go and jump down and let me go and kind of show you how it's kind of looking from the side now, with a few more of the blocks filled in. So that's kind of the style it's going to be. Doesn't this look cool? Isn't this just like a really weird shape? Like, it's really hard to look at it from the outside and actually see what shape it is, because you can't see all of it at once. But it's just going to be even crazier when we go and start doing the roof. But before we do that, let me go and do the windows. So as I said, the windows aren't, well, they aren't actually windows. They are just trapdoors. And so this is like a really cool way to do trapdoors, but for some reason I just never use it. So I did use this before a very long time ago, but it used to almost be like a almost like a bug being able to do windows like this, because you used to do it and you used to have to kind of glitch it on. You used to have to use a piston to like fire them on really quickly, but if you did it like too slow, then they'd end up breaking. But now you can just place them down and flat them up. And isn't that a really cool way to do windows? Like, you can never like shut the windows properly just because, you know, they're always just going to be open like that. I mean, you can kind of like open them more and then close them a little bit, but you can't ever completely shut them. But I think that's just a really cool style. So I need to go 1, 2, 3, and then these will go along here the same like that. And then there's also going to be a few other much smaller windows around the side, basically on these sections here. And remember, there's going to be people sitting on the other side there, just to let a little bit more light on. And then there's actually going to be even more of these trapdoors on the ceiling. So tell you what, before I do go upstairs and start kind of working on the rest of the ceiling, I might as well go and make a few more of these trapdoors first, just so we have them ready. But now I can go and throw all of these ones down here like that and go and flap them up to make the windows. I don't know why I find that so satisfying. I think it's just when it's something that just looks so good, but like you hardly ever see people using it. And I know you might comment now saying, oh, I use it all the time, but I go and see a lot of people's builds and I don't see people using that anywhere near as much as they should do. Because I think it just works really well with the rest of the blocks. And then I can go and add down the all-important doorway. And the reason I'm doing oak is because the trapdoors at the moment, as I'm making this video, can really only be oak unless they're like iron and stuff, I guess. And it matches really well with the oak door. It kind of fits in with the rest of the same style. So right then, let's go and do the columns. So first things first, I'm going to go inside here and I'm going to mark kind of where the columns are going to come out from. So the first one is going to be going straight through the ceiling here. And this one's going to be a little bit different to the other ones. I'll tell you what, I guess I can just get this one completely done. And then we can go and work on the other one. So I'm not entirely sure how this one's going to be. I just want to do like some sort of cool designs. I think I'm just going to use like upside down stairs to go around the... Oh, no, that's not an upside down stairs. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't think about the fact that I'm building with stairs so much, and I'm so bad at building with stairs. They never go the way I want them to go. I don't know like if there's some magic rule that I don't know about with stairs, but I feel like I do what I need to do for them to go in the right place, but they're the ones that misbehave, these cheeky stairs. But there we go. They're finally going the way that I want them to go. And then I think I might do some block babies around the outside here as well. No, did I not do that as a stair? Maybe I did. I think I might have done that one accidentally as a block, but Fizzy sorted that out for me. But there we go. We do like some sort of weird pattern like that. And then something else that looks pretty cool is if you then go and do like half slabs like this, because the good thing about half slabs and block babies, I keep forgetting to say that. The good thing about block babies is that you can do them like just like one little tiny gap apart. And so if you do them like this, like really close together, like compared to like using like proper blocks, it makes like a really cool pattern going down the side of this here. So we can do this going all the way down to the bottom. And this is just going to be like as a one-off thing kind of poking out of the top here. But all of the other columns that are going to go up are all going to be kind of linked together. Basically, there's going to be like a trail of blocks leading between them all just to kind of make one feature, I guess. I think that's the right word for it. It's a feature. And then this should fit in perfectly. So it's just one block baby away from the ground down below there. Right then, so this is kind of the weird pattern thing that I decided to have on the front here. It looks like that. It looks a little bit weird, but that's kind of the whole theme of the restaurant here. And then the rest of these columns, well, one of them needs to be exactly in the middle. So let's start off by working out where the middle is. Is it like here? So I can basically just line it up with, I guess I can line it up with this one, and that seems in line there, and this one here. Right. I believe... I may be wrong, but I believe this is the middle here. So this should be where the column goes up here and should go right out through the middle. Because this is probably going to be the easiest one to do first, just because all of the others are going to kind of end up linking up to this one. So let's go and build up here. And we can just go and poke it out the ceiling a little bit. And then this is, oh, hello. I didn't realize I had an audience. So yeah, this one's going to go up here like this. And then this is where all of the rest of the trapdoors are going to be around the outside. Oh, careful, Fizzy. That was nearly you. I'm swinging my pickaxe around here. Back up, Fizzy. It's not going to be my fault. If you get hit, I'm not aiming for you, but if you get hit, it won't be my fault if you're going to jump around like that. But yeah, basically, we can do the same thing on the floor down here. We can add a bunch of these trapdoors around the outside like this. And hopefully I place them right that they're not going to fall away when I break away these blocks. So far, so good. Okay, and good. There we go. They're all staying where they need to be. And I need, people have more. I was going to say I need one more, but it looks like we have enough there. So yeah, this is just going to add some more light in and kind of fit in with the rest of the style. You can open and close them, but there's no real reason to do that. And then the rest of the columns are going to be coming out from the sides here. So I believe we need one there. Is that in the middle? We've got 1, 2, 3 here. 1, 2, 3. Yep, that one looks good there. So let's go and do this column going out here. And then basically on all of the corners, the side of this. So Fizzy and William, do you want to go and start doing the other columns, basically just in line with how I've done this one here, and then I'll go and start working towards kind of linking them all up. So I'm going to need a bunch more Never Brick baby blocks, because that's going to be the main thing that we're going to be using. So let's go and plonk down a crafting table first and just sort of make them all now, just so we're ready before we go up to the top up here. And yeah, I'm not entirely sure how high this is going to go. I think maybe just go up a couple more blocks. I think this should be okay here. Then we're going to do one block baby on the top here. And these are basically going to go diagonally and then link up with all of the other ones. And then if you build all of these columns to the same height as this one, I'm not entirely sure what height this one is. I think it's like 4 or 5 blocks high. Yeah, if you just do them all to this height here, and then it should, if my calculations are correct, link up perfectly. So we're using all these block babies, but they're basically just going to look like full-size blocks. But it just means that we can kind of do it so they like gradually slope up rather than kind of like going really high up. So yeah, we're going to go up by 2, and then we're going to go down by 2, and that should hopefully bring us in line with the columns that are going to be built up here. So I now need to go down by 1 more. And actually, this should be... Okay, if I've done this right, this should now be the top of this column here. So let's see if this all gets filled in perfectly. Oh, this is good. This is good. So yeah, it goes like, there it goes up, up, and then down, down like that. And then it's going to link up with that one there. So let's go up to this side here and go and link it to the rest of the columns that my helpers have built along the top there. And yeah, while I do this, do you want to go and start adding some torches down around the place? Maybe like around the outside of the walls and stuff. If you guys go and do that while I go and fill in these here, just because it is starting to get nighttime now, and I want to be able to step back and have a look at it and actually be able to see it before it gets plunged into darkness. So save again. You just basically go up by 2 and then back down again, and then it should link up perfectly with the rest of these columns. It is a little bit tricky, kind of doing it like this rather than using full-size block, but as I said, it kind of allows you to do a much more gradual slope compared to if you were kind of doing it with huge blocks. It would kind of, because it's kind of weird if you do it with blocks, because either they're like on the same level or they kind of go up by an entire block and then they're only like touching on like the tiniest little like side bit, and it doesn't really matter because, you know, it's Minecraft. They're not going to fall down, but it kind of looks like they should fall down, so it looks like they're not really touching properly. So I kind of rather do it like this, because then it kind of looks like they're all linked up a little bit better. So yeah, this is basically how it's going to end up looking. So where's going to be the best way to see this? So I don't want to go to the lighthouse. That's going to be too hard to see. I might go on top of the fast food restaurant. Let me just go down here. And let me just go and nerd pole up on top of here. So I think this is going to be the best way to be able to see like the entire restaurant and kind of what shape it's going to end up being. Well, what shape it is now, because we have got the entire outside done. So I can go and climb up to the top here. And there we go. Here is the currently unnamed chicken restaurant. I think it looks cool. Like there's literally nothing else in my lovely world that looks anything like this thing. It's really unique. And I really want to show you what the inside layout's going to be as well, because I think that's going to be pretty unique as well. But that is what we're going to be doing in the next episode. So as always, I'll be leaving a link in the description to the next episode once it is online. But for now, I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye!